Alright guys, so LR Bardock is due to arrive here on Global Dokkan. Now this is a big deal because LR Bardock is a very good LR for the Pure Saiyan category team. Now unfortunately, there's not really another place you can really utilize him because his only other category is the low class Saiyan category, which is kind of one of those, like, I don't know, not true categories, right? Like the Planet Namek Saga doesn't have a real category leader. Namekian, low class Saiyan is also in there. But Bardock he's very good. I suppose we could use him on like a super team or something like that, right? I would say Bardock is probably on the lower end of LRs, just based upon me using him for several months, seeing how he performs in various events. They just, for whatever reason, they decided to give him a sort of low attack and defensive buff. He only has 70% attack and defense. He does get an additional 30% attack when performing an ultra super attack though, which does work as a massive attack buff because of the way the passive sort of works. But we'll go ahead and hop into an event with him and Tora together. Tora will basically activate pretty much all of Bardock's links. Here's the thing with LR Bardock. Again, I do kind of say he's more of on the lower tier of LRs right now. The Pure Saiyan category team, the only category team he could be on, only has the 130% attack buff. Ooh, perfect. Okay, we got exactly the golden rotation I want. In the next turn that Bardock will roll around on, we'll have Tora, Turles, and Bardock, which is, of course, the team that I'm looking for. So, eventually, in the future, right, if Bardock does get onto a category that has more than a 130% attack buff, which eventually he will, I would then like to see, you know, what his attack stat numbers are going to look like compared to some other units. Okay, so 2.3 right there with Turles. That is very good. That's very good. But of course, you know, you guys, we've seen now, even Tech Beerus, you know, gets 3.5 million with regularity. So, you know, Tech Beerus is on this, you know, sort of summonable LR tier list of power. But Bardock, or Tora activates almost all of Bardock's links. One thing that definitely is going to hold LR Bardock back is he almost entirely has key links. Like, you look at his links. Saiyan Warrior Race, which is only 700 attack, so nothing crazy, right? Saiyan Lineage, 1 key. Team Bardock, 1 key. Saiyan Pride, 15% attack. That's a good link. But then Prepared for Battle, 2 key. Shattering the Limit, 2 key. And then Legendary Power, Attack 5000. So we're going to be able to have a rotation where I believe every link for Bardock will be active except for Legendary Power. I think this is going to be pretty much the strongest rotation we can sort of create with LR Bardock on the team. I'm going to be very curious to see how high his attacking power gets right here. He really could go above like 4 million. I think he is going to get above 4 million. Does he get any additional? No, he has all the same links with Tora that he does with Turles. Like that, he's not going to gain anything extra by being linked up with Turles. So okay, so here's going to be LR Bardock basically at maximum potential. Again, Tora has many of these same links. You know, Saiyan Warrior Race, Team Bardock, Saiyan Pride, Saiyan Lineage, Shattering the Limit. Bardock has all of those. So here we go. Without further ado, you know, 30% attack buff from Tora, 40% attack buff from Turles. This is LR Bardock at his max potential right here. And he does 3.5 million is the highest we'll get for LR Bardock. Okay. So see, yeah, that's good. That is good. But summonable LR level, we do kind of put them on completely different tier levels of power, right? Like, you know, we want to see, like, unheard of numbers. And, like, again, Tech Beerus is actually in this same realm. The other thing I did for this video was I just said, F it, we'll go ahead and toss the 2 Super Saiyan 4 Gokus on a rotation together because, of course, Tech Ultra Full Power Goku, I believe, should be the next Dokkan Fest for Global Dokkan. So I figured, you know, why not go ahead and show him on the other rotation with SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's one reason. You know, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't need to go for Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku because of that SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Doesn't really work like that because they both can be used in conjunction with each other. So there was LR Bardock at his max. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at his unit. There's nothing else we could have done that would have allowed him to hit harder than what we did right there. That was the max that LR Bardock will hit. One thing not to sleep on with LR Bardock, however, he does seal on his 18 key super. So when we consider Super Battle Road, I think LR Bardock is going to be phenomenal. Because, like, if you look at the way his whole passive is written out, attack and defense 70%. He gets the additional 30% attack when he performs an Ultra Super attack. He gets 4 key when facing only one enemy, but then he gets defense plus 60% when facing 2 or more enemies. So I do think LR Bardock is going to be a very valuable chess piece for taking down some of these Super Battle Road stages. In particular, when the Pure Saiyan category does eventually get a category stage, which it will. You know, I think all the other category stages, even stuff like Namekian, World Tournament, Low Class Saiyan, Pure Saiyan, Full Power, Movie Bosses, they're all, I think, eventually going to have category stages. So, you know, it is important to acquire, you know, as many good units in as many categories as possible, you know, so you guys can try and get that category, you know, Super Battle Road LR Goku trophy, who is really an exceptional unit. The LR Kid Gohan from the first 10 stages of Super Battle Road, not really too much of an impressive unit. He kind of sucks, to be honest. But the LR Goku, the reward for category Super Battle Road, he is very good. You could use him in a lot of different situations, so that will be cool. The other thing, too, this video is sort of meant to highlight both LR Bardock and Tora. I did do a Rainbow Tora video, but do not sleep on Tora, man. He is very good with his the key. He gives all allies 3 key, 30% attack, and he recovers some health, and he lowers attack. He's a unit that could provide a lot of value for you in some situations. So that's why I kind of got like this Tora and LR Bardock rotation. Like if I was actually like running an event seriously, I probably would not keep Tora on rotation with Bardock though. I'd have Tora and Turles both as floaters. That's how I would work with the team. I'd probably have a rotation of like Blue Vegeta and UI Goku. Does always work pretty well, and then, you know, maybe get some of the LRs on there. Like LR Prime Battle Vegeta and Majin Vegeta is a very capable rotation. That's actually going to be, I think, one of the probably stronger rotations that the Pure Saiyan team can do. You could even go for the LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku on the Pure Saiyan team, but I don't really enjoy doing that so much. The reason I'm not a fan of using LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku is because you're going to have the 2 Blue Vegetas on the team, so that's 2 units who don't link up at all with LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which is really going to hold the overall damage potential of the team back. The consistency of the team will be held back, all of that. So I prefer, as much as possible, to avoid bringing LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Okay, so we'll get like, we'll finish up this Omega fight, and then we'll finish up the video for here. So, again, LR Bardock, very good, but I do consider him on the lower end of LRs. I would actually put LR Beerus above him. This video really clinched it for me, because again, you know, here's basically LR Bardock's max potential, you know, 2.9. That's full 24 key, you know, super attack, all that stuff. And, like, his attack stat, as you guys can see, is nowhere near what Beerus and LR Beerus are capable of. Like, it's crazy how strong they've made the Beerus units. Am I able to... I didn't bring any Dende items or anything like that, so I actually can't fix my rotation. It is funny. Here's the thing, like, when people kind of got, like, a little seduced by Super Saiyan 4 Goku's power, SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, is like going through this Omega event right here, but, you know, the GT link, like, causes you to do, like, radical amounts of damage, one-shotting Omega, you know, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million damage shots, and this is where people were like, whoa, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like, just trying to get the craziest damage numbers they possibly could against Omega. So I do enjoy Tora again. Listen, the Great Ape, they did make great strides for the Great Ape transformation. They've made it significantly better. Now that they can additional, they can crit, they can do all those stuff. There's no doubt about it. The Great Ape transformation has gotten a massive buff. Your rotations do not get fucked up, when they're in the Great Ape mode. So, after this transformation wears off, we're just going to go to the LR Bardock and Tora phase. But it doesn't change the fact that a lot of times, this does still significantly slow you down. That's really the only sort of negative. But for the incredibly difficult modes, like Super Battle Road, Extreme Z Awakening and stuff, the fact that they can do these transformations will be really good. I did a video, this is going to go up before, I did a video of Tech Beerus on Super Battle Road, and he was very impressive in category Super Battle Road. Tech Beerus was doing very good, and that Rage transformation of his was very good in category Super Battle Road. So, all of these units these days that have this transformation, what we all consider the bad Great Ape transformations, really are quite helpful. Really helpful. Okay, so, again, we're going to be able to see our boy Bardock at his max damage potential right here against Omega, and Bardock will finish it off. So last thing I will leave you guys with, for sure, that 18-key super of Bardock's that seals is going to be very, very good. Bardock does also greatly raise his attack on his 12-key super, but that doesn't really factor much into the damage that his 18-key super is going to be able to put out. Yeah, 3.56. That is where LR Bardock maxes out on. Again, we saw LR Beerus was at, 5.4 million. I think LR Trunks can get higher than 3.56 million, too. But that's just more dependent on... I've actually never really tested it thoroughly. How high LR Trunks' attack power can get on the future category team, because that is a 170% attack category buff. So that is something I should go ahead and try, because those were the three summonable LRs I considered at the bottom, was LR Bardock, LR Beerus, and LR Super Saiyan Trunks. So, you know what? I probably will do another video, maybe in a couple days here, where we try and get the max potential out of LR Trunks on the future category team, because that's not a video I've ever done before. We've seen LR Beerus' max potential now in the recent Tech Beerus videos I did. We now just saw what LR Bardock can max out on, so let's also see what LR Trunks can max out on. So, alright guys, Tora and Bardock are still really good. Remember, the Pure Saiyan team only a 130% attack buff, which is one reason that, Bardock might hit a little lighter than some of the LRs. We'll see someday if he really can stack up. But for now, thanks y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.